MBC, what is going on? I'm your host, David McDonald. We got Miller, we got Cleo, Blackman's on an acting assignment. We have pinch hitting tonight. We have regular contributor Paul MoorsCode Ergus Jr. What's going on, everybody?
What's going on?
All right.
Yep. Tell you, the weather out there is very summerish. I tell you, I was definitely sweating to the oldies, taking down a tree in the yard this week. So I might be a couple shades darker. I was trying to work on the lighting in this room, but it's all good. We're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. All right. What social media, like, okay, you got Snapchat, you got YouTube, you got Facebook, you got Instagram, you got TikTok, and there's probably a couple others that I don't know about. But if you had to name your favorite social media platform, which one would you say? And
right
why?
now, I like Scoop.
You say you like Scoop?
Yeah.
What do you like about it?
It's more people interact with you more. You get more views, and it's just, to me, it's just better. Now there, I follow nobody on that one. I get 3,000-4,000 views on there, and I follow nobody. Sometimes I get 400-500, and I don't follow nobody. But the views and stuff is a lot higher on there.
Why do you? So how is that app built? I mean, is it like TikTok?
Just like TikTok.
Instagram? What's that?
Just like TikTok.
Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I never even heard of that one.
I thought you was on it.
Scoop? I'm not on Scoop.
No? Go on there.
So it's just SCOOP?
With a Z behind it.
Scoops. Oh, okay. Okay, I have to check that out. What you got, James?
I like TikTok better.
Okay, what do you like about TikTok?
It's funny for one, and a lot of people follow you, and you can follow a lot of other people up there, even people you never heard of. They try to post things up there to make you want to follow them. Like the other day, I sent y'all a video about those kids, and I asked, what would y'all do about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, mine's Facebook. I know supposedly Facebook wasn't the first social media platform, but it was definitely the first major social media platform to take the world by storm, pretty much.
Well, MySpace when it first came through.
Right. And it's like I've tried to get traction in the other platforms, and for whatever reason, for at least my experience, the engagement isn't as organic as Facebook. I know they've tried to alter it, to kind of compete with some of the YouTube short features, with some of the TikTok features, with the reels and everything. So, they're and a lot of people didn't know you can make money on Facebook Watch just like you can on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So they're, I think there's a way you can pretty much monetize any platform. Some platforms you need more followers than others to do so, but that's been the platform I've had the most success with. What you got, Paul?
I'd probably lean more towards Facebook and Instagram, like a little combination between the two. Instagram for more of like international connections and all of that. Like Facebook was, like you said, it's way more organic. I know the people that are responding.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm like.
Prior to that, it was a whole bunch of them. Black Planet, like.
Okay. Yeah.
bunch of other older ones, but
Yeah, it's still a whole lot of new ones coming now. Like I'm on Clapper, Lemon, Fan. I'm across the board.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I got you. All right. I guess, in terms of, they say, Father Time is undefeated. So, and we're, I think I'm looking on the screen, we're all, I think me and James are in the same decade right now, but in terms of like, stages of life and whatnot, we're all at various stages of life. What does your self-care routine look like? How do you stay sharp? How do you stay, refreshed and healthy and whatnot? I mean, what's your self-care look like? Self-care routine look like or sound like?
Well, mine staying busy. Staying busy, keeping up with everything that's going on and everything that's going on, stuff like that. 'Cause like I say, I'm on like all the day gone platform, and I'm on that active, meeting people, talking to people, making them angry, and I just do a lot of things.
Yeah.
I try to do little young, well, not young thing, but stuff younger than me. I don't try to do the old man thing. I try to do something, a bit beneath me to keep me young. Like I had a hospital today, lady, oh, you must got a job. I'm like, no, ma'am, I don't work. I'm retired for the last 6-7 years. Well, you still look like you in good shape. I'm like, it's not that hard when you ain't got nothing to do, But
I got you. Yeah, definitely staying mentally sharp is definitely definitely important. Getting out and being active, whether it's walking or biking or whatever, that that definitely helps. I know my last birthday I entered the 50 club. So I was asking people older than me, I said, hey, what's your advice for aging? And they basically just said, keep moving, because it's like, once you start to lose your mobility, it's a lot harder to get it back. And depending on what's going on, in some cases you won't get it back. So stay moving as long as you can. So that was it.
Follow up on that. I went back in the military at 51.
Yeah.
I was 51 when I went back in.
Wow.
Straight overseas.
Yeah.
All that battle rattle on my back.
Yeah.
Never had a problem.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Beat it with all them young boys.
Yeah, I know my self-care routine. I know there was a time I took all soda out of my diet. I backed off that a little bit. I drink about 2 sodas a week now, but I try to, because of carbonation and stuff, it causes bloating. It just causes problems down the line, spiky blood sugar, all that stuff. I don't drink, don't smoke. I try to I'm more committed now than I ever have been, to trying to get, a certain amount of sleep. I know when I was in the military, it's like run and gun, 4 hours sleep, I was good. And really I wasn't good. And so I even though I'm retired military, I have access to military gyms and stuff. The closest military gym to me is 11 miles. So I have an annual membership with the city rec center. It's $120 a year. I mean, you can't beat that. Oh, yeah. So I get in there, I swim, I bike. I did a lower body workout today. My body was like, you gotta transition back into this thing slowly. So, but yeah. So that's what I do. There are a lot of vices, in this life that can get you. Some are physical vices and some are mental. So definitely, I know. I think I heard you say something along the lines of like, being creative, content creation, some mind games are good in terms of like interactive games and stuff. I try to stay sharp that way. I'm always learning. I'm taking an online course now, so yeah, that's kind of what I try to do anyway. What you got, James?
I'm staying busy. But once I retire this year, If I don't do nothing, I feel that I might pass away, you know.
Mhm.
'Cause I see a lot of people that once they retire, they don't do nothing, and then next minute they gone. You know, so I got to stay busy.
Yeah.
You know, doing something. I don't care what it is. You know. But yeah, that's me. I got to stay busy.
What you got, Paul?
For me, basically I have 4 kids, so that kind of keeps me, you know, pretty active. You know what I mean? But other than that, I'm an advocate for therapy. You know what I mean? Prayer, exercise is, you know, up there. I'm changing my foods as well.
Mhm.
You know, I'm leaning into the 40s right now. I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there, and I'm starting to feel differences and all that. So,
Sure.
you know, sodas, I cut out sodas. You know, I actually changed to like LaCroix, like sparkling water and all that stuff.
Mhm.
'Cause, I guess opposed to you, carbonation kind of helps me. But other than that, personal hygiene as well. Like I'm taking more time, you know, looking at the stuff that I didn't do that I thought was like, oh man, I don't need to spend, you know, get serums for my face or, you know, use extra soaps or nothing like that. It's an easy thing, just quick run out the house,
Right.
you know, but I'm you know, blessed to be retired at this moment. You know,
Good deal. Good deal. Yep.
so that kind of opens up some doors to allow me to do more of those things. So that's kind of where I'm at.
All right. Got you. All right.
So you done got out of the Air Force?
Yep, retired as of April 25th.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 'cause I know the last time we talked about it, you was in the Air Force.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Best club to be in, bro. I don't care what nobody say.
For real.
All right. Obviously we're all ex-military, so this is gonna be kind of funny. What's the funniest office prank you've ever pulled on someone or been victim of? You know, either you were part of the prank that did it to someone else, or someone did it to you. What would y'all say?
Well, we had a hazing in the Marine Corps when you first go in there. And that's the only time they ever got me in there. I got caught one time slipping, and I was young.
Okay.
You go out there, you take your hat off.
Mhm.
They take your hat off. Hey man, you gotta hit this. You know, they show you a ball and thing. They put it down there. You gotta hit this with this axe. So blindfold you. So by the time you finish, you done cut your damn hat up, your cover up, and they laughing. And that's the only time they ever got me.
I got you.
And I still don't understand how I let them get me that time.
So
that was the funniest thing for me.
Yeah. Always hyper vigilant. Always alert. I got you. That's funny. What you got, James?
Yeah, ain't no pranks yet. You know, that's on that. I can't say I haven't had no pranks. I haven't pranked nobody just yet. But I see one coming.
You said just yet. It's like you running out of time there, bro.
I know, but yeah, you know, I haven't pranked nobody yet. But I see one coming though.
I got you. I'm trying to remember. I know that let me see. I think someone was I was in the operations office and someone was asleep, and a couple of us, you know, gathered around the person's chair and just yelled all of a sudden. They pretty much jumped up out of the chair and fell on the floor. So that was pretty funny. Now, this wasn't an office prank, but growing up, oh, my cousin got me and my brother good. So we were at home. It was, summertime in between school, school terms. So, trying to stay busy. My cousin, this is back when you got dial-up phones too. So there ain't no call ID. So cousin calls and, he pretended to be this, he pretended to be some geologist from an oil company, and basically had told us that oil was discovered on our land and we were going to be rich. So for 30 minutes, this is David, sixth grader, David, 12, 13 years old. Yeah, 12. We were going to be rich. And so for about 30, those were the longest, happiest and longest 30 minutes of my life. We was talking about all the stuff we're going to buy, what we're going to do. And then when the blinders were taken off, oh, we were upset. We held a grudge probably a couple of days. I mean, it's like, when you're young and you haven't been through anything, adults can hold grudges for years. When you're kids, that's not really in your, So yeah, we were mad a couple of days about that, but yeah, got pranked real good. What you got, Paul?
For us, it was a whole lot of. So one of the big things was tool accountability. So whether it's your ID card, whether it's your reflective belt, your whatever tools that were in your possession, you're supposed to keep them with you at all times.
Right.
So there would be a lot of people that would put their CAC in the keyboards, and so you can log into the computers. Mm-hmm. And being that we had to be moving so much, people leave them a lot. So what would happen is that to get people to stop leaving them, we would take their CAC, and it would be depending on the person and how much time you have. You either took their CAC, put it in a bowl of water in the freezer, then took that out the freezer, wrapped it in whatever tape you could find, and put it in the office somewhere. Or,
oh, wow, okay.
Take the CAC and put it in the ceiling, because they had the drop ceilings.
Drop ceiling tiles, yeah.
And then you just leave a little piece of it hanging out, so if they look up and they can find it.
Yeah.
Little stuff. I guess just stuff like that. Just always, if you didn't keep track of your stuff, they made sure you didn't forget it.
Gotcha. Oh, and we did something similar to that in Afghanistan. Like I know Cleo got me thinking about head cover. They would wet people's head cover, they throw them in the freezer.
Yep.
Say, hey, where's my cover at? And then, while the person is tearing up the office in some other room looking for it, they would just, randomly set it down on the desk. Hey, man, we're going to chow. Hey, there's a cover on the desk. And they would grab it, clunk, right, so.
Oh, they did people's tops.
Yeah.
Frozen tops.
Yeah. Too funny.
Yep. Good old days.
Gotcha. All right, here's a good one. This could be from a previous career or it could be from a current one. What's one thing about your career that you didn't expect? It can be a good unexpected or a bad unexpected. What y'all got?
Well, mine, when I was truck driving.
Okay.
Now, everybody always used to say, especially when you went to school, when you first went to school, they tell you how nice truck driving is, how this gonna be when you get out there and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And when you get out there, it ain't nothing like they say.
Okay.
I mean, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my biggest disappointment in truck driving. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't what it said. The money wasn't like they said. It was good money, but it wasn't like they said it was.
Yeah.
All the fun going from state to state wasn't like they said it was, because once you got there, you was ready to go, stuff like that. So that was my disappointment.
Yeah.
And I loved it for about three and a half years, and then that's all I took.
Now, were you an owner operator or were you a company driver?
Company driver.
Okay, yeah. And see, I've heard people say that too. I've heard people that were company drivers say, man, I'm gonna, they wanted to make more money. So I'm gonna be an owner operator. It's gonna be great. When you're an owner operator, the numbers that they gave you, that's gross. That's before your vehicle maintenance and all this other stuff. It's like you might make half of that, once it's all said and done. And that's if your vehicle don't break down on you. So yeah, I've heard people say that, what you just said. What you got?
It wasn't too much different than owner operator.
Okay.
Bring home money.
Right. Exactly.
Regular driver.
Yep.
I'm going to do that again. I'm gonna buy me a truck in the near future.
Have someone else drive it, or you gonna drive it?
No, I ain't driving.
Okay, you have pay a driver I got you.
Yeah. I'm gonna put a driver in it.
I got you. Yeah, that's when you get you a small fleet. What you got, James?
And where you be driving to? We'll get them to drive too.
Well, I'm gonna try to get a contract going in and out of the ports. That's what I want. 8 hours out, 8 hours in, to get fully over the road. If not, that's where I go.
You gonna be your own broker?
Yeah, I take a broker's class. The day, the first of the month. The 16th, 17th, 18th, somewhere around there anyway.
Okay.
3 days class.
I got you. Yeah, if you be the person at home assigning loads and say, hey, go get this, take it there, and yeah, I can see that. Yeah. It's a different type of stress. It can be a little stressful.
Well, no, because I don't need the money, like talking about it. It might be stressful if I needed the money.
Gotcha.
So I can pick and choose, and my truck gonna be out there, and hopefully I can broker other trucks too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What type truck? You gonna get a 20, 45, 53, what?
I tractor trailer now. What trailer I'm pulling, I don't know, depending on what I'm pulling.
What do you mean what you pulling? I'll cut it out. You ain't pulling nothing.
I'm not gonna. Well, when I say me, not as in me driving the truck. Now, if he's not, say like he don't work 2 or 3 weekends, want a weekend off, then I'm driving.
But you just said you don't want the money. It ain't about the money.
It ain't about the money. It's about keeping the truck still got to be moving to make money, and you got to drive on the weekends to get to the way you're going for the start of the week. You got to go out that Sunday.
So either way, you making money either way.
I'm making money, Miller. That's the purpose of it. But I'm not going to stress it.
But you said it ain't about the money.
I'm not. In other words, I'm not going to stress for the money. I'm not going out there and trying to become rich. It's just to make my life better.
How's gonna make your life better? You ain't working.
What do you mean I ain't working? The money's still coming in.
You telling whoever the driver is, hey, I need you to go pick this up and pick that up.
Miller, but it's still my money.
How's so he's working for free and you getting paid?
No, he's working for paid. Come on, Miller, you know how it works.
You just said my money. Cut it out.
It is my money. I'm paying him. He's out there making me money, and I'm paying him to make me money. That's what it is.
How would you answer that question, James, about career expectation? Like, what's one thing that happened that you didn't expect?
Like right now, getting thrown into a first sergeant position, and I tell anybody, first time is that's for the birds.
Now, you said that's something. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm not a meeting type person. I don't want to be in meetings. Mm-hmm. No, I'm type of, like yesterday, I got fussed at yesterday, instead of me doing texting or calling somebody, I'm going to their office telling them face to face. They said, why don't you just call them up on the phone or send an email? I said, no, because I'm a type person, I'm a face to face person. If you tell me, hey, Sam Miller, hey, I need you to go in and get these people to dare to do this and do that. I'm gonna go to each office and tell them, hey, Tom Major need you to do this, or Tom Major need you to do that. I'm not gonna waste time, because if I call you, you don't answer, or if I send you an email, you don't answer. That's just a waste of time.
But that's the
Right.
paper
You know?
trail.
Yeah,
So-
that's what I was gonna say.
That's the paper trail.
I mean,
You can walk down there and people can say he didn't this, or he didn't that, or this didn't happen. But if you got it
No,
on paper,
it ain't no big, because he walked down and this person ain't there. And if I walk to your office and Mr. McDonald or MoorsCode see me walk to your office and see me go into your office, you can't say, oh, Tom Miller, first I didn't come into my office.
oh, you can say you came in there. You don't know what happened once you got in there.
For real.
If I come in your office, I'm gonna be loud first and foremost,
But
so everybody can hear
in
me.
your first sergeant job, you need to do the paper trail, bro.
It's dangerous out there.
No, it ain't not what we doing. It ain't.
Okay.
It's not stressful or anything like that. So no. But like I tell anybody, this first time musician, that's for the birds. Cause
yeah.
you
We
got
all
to stay
know that,
and all this. Like yesterday, instead of me getting out, calling formation at 3:30, we didn't call formation until what time you called me, Dave? It was after 5 o'clock my time.
Right.
But yeah, and I was still working.
They just wanted to make sure you earned your pay. That's all that was.
Oh, they can keep that little bit of money. But by 4 o'clock, I'm burnt out.
Yeah.
I'm there at 5:30 in the morning. By 4 o'clock, I'm done.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and I think, in your defense, I think, if it was 10 years removed, I think your tolerance for first sergeant duties would probably be different than it is now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, because I am on the blink of retirement this year.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. Yeah, it's like in the back of your mind, you're just like, I really don't need this. It's like that obligation to be a hard charger and whatnot. There's not as much motivation or pressure or whatever you want to call it to do that, because you're just like, man, I'm at the finish line. What am I really doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know for me, the difference between year 1 versus year 17, I never expected to go to war in the job that I had. I'm definitely glad I did go. It was an eye-opening experience. It was a confidence builder for me. I had a chance to be in leadership, something I would have never been able to do back in the States. Garrison and operational is two totally different militaries, and so yeah, that was something unexpected for me in a good way. Yeah. What you got, Paul?
Well, for me, and I already know what's about to happen when I say this. I didn't expect to not go to war or even get sent on a deployment.
Okay.
I did my 8 years and got hurt on the flight line. So I ended up having to be medically retired, and I expected to at least, get sent over there at least one time, and never got sent.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
it on one hand it was good because I was around for the family and all of that, but on the other hand, you got my peers that's like, man, you ain't really did nothing in the military. You haven't been to war. What I mean? Like, you haven't been deployed to Afghanistan, Iraq, Africa. I was just like, I don't have that. I don't get to say that I did that.
I got you. Now, and here's the one thing I say with that though, Paul. And I thought you were going a different direction in what you were going to say.
Okay.
I mean, the deployment it can now it doesn't enhance all leaders. Some people go to war and they're very unproductive. So it can enhance you as an NCO, as an airman, as a in whatever your position is. But there are plenty of people who didn't go to war that got promoted in front of me. You know what I'm saying? So it's yes, it's definitely a unique experience, but that's not all that defines you as an airman. You know what I'm saying? In the Air Force, in the squadron. You know what I'm saying? So. I got you, but yeah, I was like I said, I thought you was going a whole different direction, but no, I can understand that. Yeah.
Where do you think I was going?
No, I thought you was gonna say something like anti-military or something. I seen the twinkle in Cleo's eye; he was ready.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna say something too.
Yeah,
that he wanted go get a response to.
Yeah. But no, that's cool. Yeah, I can definitely understand that. Yeah, like your expectation in terms of like getting out there, seeing the world, doing something you wouldn't be able to do in the civilian sector, and then versus what happened. So yeah, I got you.
My first tour in there, I didn't go to war, but I went on 3 deployments in my first. But I didn't go to war. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. This can be, whether it was a full-time or whether it was a part-time job. What has been your least favorite job to date that you had? Like I said, part-time, full-time, it doesn't matter.
When it comes to least favorite, I love security guard. It had to be truck driver. I like the shipyard. So it had to be the truck driver.
That was your least favorite? Okay. Why
was my least favorite? Because it wasn't really, I made it fun, but it really wasn't what, you had to turn it into fun. Because I thought I'd go out there, you be clean every day. Just doing. But it wasn't like that. Half the time when you wasn't doing, you were sleeping.
Right. Right.
So you could roll the next day.
Yeah.
So that was it for me.
Yeah. I think for me, I guess I'm weird like that. I'm 50 years old. I've only had one full-time job. I think for me, when I worked at KFC, it was a KFC Taco Bell combination. What was the AW? I think it was a KFC and Taco Bell combination part-time job. And their system was so weird. It's like, because I had worked at Domino's Pizza before, did great. I worked at Pizza Hut, did great. I got in, I just didn't like their system. I lasted a week in that system. And it wasn't a matter of not understanding XYZ. I just didn't like the job. So, the people weren't extremely helpful on top of that. But yeah, I just didn't like how I guess maybe it was just that location. I don't know, but that was my least favorite job. What you got, James?
Well, I could say Smithfield Packing for me.
Okay.
Over there in Portsmouth,
Yes. Yeah.
I wasn't mad or upset that the work that they had to do, but the brake system over there, if you're working with if two people is working, you'll take your break or you'll take your lunch break while the other person is still working,
Okay.
And you get a 30-minute lunch break and the person takes too long, and then you constantly moving. When I was at Smithfield Packing, I got that to a temp job, for that day. And then they asked me, "You coming back tomorrow?" "Yeah, I'm coming back tomorrow." I know deep down in my mind I won't coming back.
Right.
Because you constantly moving. Matter of fact, I was over there in the hot dog section, and you got to keep up. If you can't keep up, you get that line get backed up, boy, you in trouble. Now you really got to double time your work ethics and all this and all of that So
Right.
you know, but I knew I wasn't going back there.
That's why you love hot dogs, huh?
No, no, don't eat them. You might love them, but I no. Cut it out.
Oh man, that's funny.
My least favorite. I made it what I needed to make it, but I would definitely say the military.
Oh, okay.
That's my least favorite. And the reasons behind it is because of the politics and the people.
Yeah.
Outside of that, military was cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, I know at my out of all the stuff that I was told that wasn't that good, some of the best advice I got at my first duty station, it was like, if you don't like your assignment, there's two ways your assignment can change. Either you leave or your supervisor leaves.
Yeah.
You can be in a country club assignment and have bad leadership and it sucks.
Yeah.
Or you can be in a hard assignment, but you have good leadership and you would never know it was really a hard assignment because, you know, they're taking care of you. They're developing you. They're, you know, the quality control is there. You know what I'm saying? They're keeping you motivated. So yeah, I got you on that. I got you.
Yeah.
That's my best one. I preach military to anybody.
Yeah, I mean,
if you can't love the military, you don't want a job. That's the best job you can.
Yeah. I mean, it's a tried and true system. It's one of those things that the way I always pitch it to kids, you know, I'll say, hey, the military, it's not for everybody, but with the right mindset, it can help anybody.
It can help anybody.
I mean, that's, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Yeah.
You know, outside of the, you know, the benefits and all of that, like,
yeah,
I just believe there's some things within the system that need some work.
I got you.
Other than that, military is dope.
That's the only job I wouldn't retire off if I didn't have to.
The military?
Yeah, I still be in that right now.
The life.
Oh wow, he's taking a lifer to the extreme, literally.
Yes, indeed.
He gonna go out on his shield.
I know, right?
Yeah.
All right.
You still got your uniform pressed?
Yep.
I knew.
Hanging clean.
I put mine on twice a year. I hear you. I can still get in it, yeah.
Well, he can't put that one on no more.
Oh.
That would have fade out now.
Oh, that's right.
Is it the end of this FY or is it beginning of next FY? When are the ASUs out?
The beginning of this one.
Ooh, okay.
October, as a matter of fact.
Okay. I may have to hit up the uniform clearinghouse in Fort Jackson, see if I can get some pinks and green on a discount or something.
Mm.
You can go online and get them.
At a discount? I'm talking about
Amazon got them. Yeah,
What's
Amazon got them.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
No, I seen a guy, he got his off of Amazon. He paid like $260.
I mean, you know, he's an actual soldier.
Yes.
Now that's the one thing I will say. If it's a current uniform, I personally believe it should be a controlled item, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Because
all that forced violence, that's different. That's real, bro.
That's crazy. Yeah. All right. All right, we're gonna go ahead and close this out. We would like to thank our viewers for watching and listening and emailing and all that good stuff. We thank MoorsCode for joining us, pinch hitting for us tonight. Yep. I am your host, David McDonald, and we are MBC, and we are out of here. Thanks for listening. Have a great one.
All right, y'all too.
All right, see y'all later.